Hi everyone, it's Jessica. Thank you for clicking on this video. I wanted to make this video given the circumstances of what's going on right now with the shelter in place and the virus going around. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I know that there are a lot of entrepreneurs like myself and or small business owners that are being affected by this. And though it's our harsh reality, we can still control how we react to things and how we're going to implement certain things in our business. So I wanted to share a few tips and tricks with you to help keep your sanity and help you figure out ways to help your business excel. So first things first, I wanted to share with you a few things that I'm doing in my day that are helping me remain positive and helping me remain optimistic. And I'm also coming up with amazing ideas for my business. So number one, I meditate every morning. Before you check any text messages or any emails, you don't want to be reaction based. You want to wake up, allow your brain and mind to process waking up, putting yourself in a place of gratitude and being thankful that you woke up that day. So my meditation follows that gratitude. The moment that I wake up, I tell myself, thank you. I thank the universe. You can thank God, thank whatever it is that you believe in for waking you up that day. Then I hit my meditation. There's meditation out there for almost anything that you can think of, be it releasing anxiety, fear, weight loss, being a kinder person, wanting to find love, whatever you feel like you need that day. There's meditations out there on YouTube that are free. I definitely encourage you to utilize YouTube for those meditations. Now, the second thing follows the meditation, and it's affirmation. Now, you have to keep in mind that if people ask you, hey, Jess, how are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm great. Everything is great, blah, 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 blah. And in my mind, I have negative thoughts that I'm not fine, I'm not great, all these bad things are happening, blah, 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 blah. I'm not controlling my inner self-talk. Does that make sense? Like, again, our reality is what it is. And if we tell ourselves positive affirmations that remind us that I am healthy, I am thankful, I am excelling in this time, I am a great business owner, I have great ideas for my business. Those are the types of affirmations that you really need to tell yourself right now to keep you in the right mindset. And I always encourage people to do them in the mirror, and you say it like you mean it. If you're not living it yet, you will be. And you have to be so vivid and so clear, and don't limit yourself to what you want your reality to be. Does that make sense? I want you to live in the moment of reminding yourself that you should be thankful, that you are happy, that you will control your thoughts and emotions throughout this, because you can either crumble or you can excel, or be right in the middle and be stagnant and feel like you're being pulled in one way or feel like you're being pulled in the other way, right? So you just commit to the positive aspect of, I get what's going on, and throughout all of this, I'm remaining happy, healthy, I'm excited for these new business opportunities that will come my way. So I hope that makes sense to you, but the affirmations are something that follow. Then another tip for you, which is tip number 3, is to make sure that you're following a schedule, whether you're working from home, not working from home, or in between where you're very limited like myself, still follow a schedule. So you get up in the morning, do your meditation, do your affirmations, brush your teeth, do whatever you need to do. And following that schedule will keep your mind in a place of, I'm kind of still working. And that structure is very important to have, because otherwise you'll be sleeping in until 10, 11 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe even later than that. I've heard of some people that said that they're sleeping till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and their day is gone. And I get that everyone responds to things differently. And just imagine what opportunity you may have missed by sleeping in so much. You just never know. So following a schedule is something that's very important for your mind, for your structure, and for keeping sanity throughout this process. You want to keep your body feeling as if you're still in a great place and you're still excelling. The next thing that I want to point out, which is tip number 4, is working out. I've never enjoyed working out from home. I've always loved being in classes and at the gym. And my reality is there's no gym right now. There's no dance classes right now. So I have to do everything from home. 2 things that I've adopted for workouts is walking with my husband, which is fantastic because it allows us to connect with no interruptions. And it's great because we can walk around our neighborhood. And it's been really amazing because we've been able to I don't want to say run into because that's the wrong way to say that. Anybody that's walking by, like everyone's pretty considerate. If we see people coming, either us or them will like walk around, so that way we're keeping our 6 feet of distance. But getting in the sun, getting that exercise, and connecting with my husband has been something that is so awesome to me. And I love it because it gives me clarity. I come up with amazing ideas, and I have the bright, beautiful sun, so I'm getting natural vitamins from that as well. So definitely plugging in workouts is important. And in addition to that, again, I hate home workouts, so this has been a really good and bad challenge for myself. My husband had the bright idea to do T25, which we used to do in the past, and we're on like day 4 or 5 right now. And even though I feel like I want to avoid it, I still make myself do it, and I feel amazing after the fact. So I don't know, I may be real toned and buff after this lockdown, but I said all that to say you got to make do with what you got. I mean, my dance class, they've now adopted virtual classes, and when we need to use weights, I have weights at home because my husband uses them. But like in our dance class, because they're doing a Zoom class for 50 to 100 other people, they tell people go grab your cans of frijoles or tomato sauce, like whatever you have. So just because I want to be included, I'll go get cans, and we do our virtual workouts from home. Yeah, it's not the same, and I still get to work out. So make sure you have time for workouts because your body will thank you. You definitely want to keep your body active and moving, because if you ache or you don't ache, you will start to ache. You got to keep your body functional. Do not let your body become so sluggish and become just a couch potato. Keep your body moving. The next thing is working on your business plan. Whether it's something you can do today or it's going to be something that you can do when the shelter in place is removed, still write it down. Make it a point to journal every day, about 5 or 10 minutes. And I usually do mine towards the end of the evening because for some reason my creative juices are going crazy right before I go to bed. If you want to do it right after your meditation or your affirmations, go for it. Whenever you feel the mood strikes you, just make sure that you have 5 to 10 minutes to yourself to write down any ideas of things you can do today and things that you can do in 6 months, a year, 5 years, whatever the case may be. But make sure it's the same journal. Make sure that you're carving out time every day to do this. You'd be so surprised. And if you need to, create a journal that has your business plans and what you're feeling that day. Even if you just write it for 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences, make sure that you include things that help you be present in your thoughts. So when you're looking in a year, you come back to that journal and you're like, holy smokes, this day I was feeling terrible. This and this happened. Like, you can use it as a sign of reflection and also see what you've manifested and created for your life. So journaling is super, super important. Another thing that I want to give you as a tip is reading. Especially in this time. For people like me, I always do audiobooks. Audible has been something that's really awesome for me because I've never liked to really read. I've been forcing myself to read at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. And right now I've been focusing on a few different books. I have Think and Grow Rich. I've been reading the Keller Williams Millionaire Real Estate book. I've been reading the Keller Williams Shift book. There's a few books that I have in rotation, and depending on my mood for that day, I'll read them. So making sure that you're still utilizing your brain power and you're not, though YouTube is a great resource, stay off the electronics. Make it a point, even if it's just for 15, 20 minutes a day. Stay off the electronics, turn the TV off. Find a nice comfortable corner where you can just sit to yourself and read for 15 to 20 minutes a day, because you gotta keep your brain functioning and you have to be learning based. You never know when something that you read in a book is gonna resonate with you right in that moment. You'd be so surprised how the universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in, you never know what sign you'll get and through what type of form. And a lot of stuff comes from books. You'd be so surprised. And then the last thing that I want to share with you is decluttering. Right now, more than ever, is a fantastic time to declutter. Decluttering your house, your office, your makeup room, your kitchen, your bedroom, your clothing. It's not only therapeutic, but the way that you keep your house usually is a reflection of what's going on in your head. or the way that you keep your office is a direct reflection of what's going on in your head. And I didn't believe that at first. And then I stopped one day and I kind of looked at my office. I kind of looked at like my home office slash like beauty room and our kitchen. And I was just like, wow, it's like organized chaos. I need to figure out a way to make this better for myself, my husband, and to just declutter in general. Like I just had too much stuff. So it took me about a week, and I started with the kitchen and I labeled every shelf on what goes there. So like as an example, I love to cook. So my entire cabinet, like the first row, I don't know how to explain it, but one of my rows is dedicated to, it just says spices. Then the row above that says teas, because I have lots of teas. And then on the left, it says sauces. And then the top is baking, because I don't bake often, but when I do bake, I want to make sure I can see everything. But anything that was close to expiration or expired, you'd be surprised how much crap is in cabinets that's expired that you have not seen, nor do you know it's there. So decluttering all of that was amazing. I also decluttered my clothing in my bedroom. I got rid of clothes from when I was 60 pounds heavier. I got rid of clothes that are just too small and just aren't flattering to my body type. I got rid of things that I look at and I'm just like, I'm going to wear that one day. We're being honest with each other. There are certain things that we just are not going to wear. So by getting rid of, I mean, I donated to a local homeless shelter and it feels amazing. What's that saying? Everything in its place and a place for everything is so real. And that is something that I find that I'm kind of trying to think of the word. I feel like peace, more peace in my house. I feel like it's more homey and more comfortable and more like a place where you come home and you're just like, this feels great. So anyways, I just wanted to share those tips with you. I hope that they were helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know down below things that you're doing to help keep your sanity or balance out your life right now. Or just share down below what it is you're going through and maybe we can help each other out in this time. But it was really just in my heart that I really wanted to share this with you all, because I know that we can focus on a lot of what's happening right now. And again, though it's our reality, it doesn't have to be our internal reality. We can still control and work on how we react to things. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with someone who you think can benefit.